We're going to watch our athlete number one here for Wichita State, Tyson Etienne. We're going to talk about, do a little breakdown on this move that he uses to accelerate by his defender. So we'll go through and watch it a couple times. And I want you just to watch what his feet do, watch the overall kind of angle of his body, of his shoulders and his head, and how he's able to get by his defender and rise up for this bank shot. So when we watch what his feet do, so he comes down, decelerates, kind of creates some space from his defender, goes in this little float here where he gets both feet off the ground. So what that does is that's kind of like an option posture. So by having his feet kind of together, he's not telling his opponent where he's going to be going. And if you watch the effect that has on the defender's in a good low defensive stance. And as Tyson rises up, we can see the defender's head rise up. So as that makes the defender get tall, it gives the defender, gets the defender out of position. So it's going to make the defender harder to be able to get back in position to stay in front. So once Tyson rises up, the defender rises up, and that gives him the opportunity to accelerate by him. So when we watch, he kind of goes in this float position as both feet are off the ground, and once he sees his defenders out of position, he drops that left foot, attacks the floor, pushes, and can see the distance as he accelerates. See how the kind of vertical posture he's in, and then as he pushes, he gets downhill and gets in that good acceleration position. So as he pushes and accelerates down, that gives him time to reposition that right foot. So you see his leg, like if his right foot were to touch the ground right here, that would slow him down. But because he's so strong and powerful, as he pushes off that left foot, that gives his body time, gives him time because his body covers so much distance, gives him time to reposition and drop that right shin. And we see a really good acceleration angle on that right leg there. As he accelerates by him, he maintains that acceleration position, keeps that inside shoulder down so the defender can't get around him, has the ball away from the defender. So he's about to plant on his right foot, is using the ball over the right leg to help gather some momentum as he goes in this one leg jump, as he swings the ball across. So this position is going to help load the hip. So as he's loading that right hip, he's swinging the ball back to his left to help load the left hip, and then has to rise vertical because this guy's coming down to help on the block, and he rises up, adjusts his body in the air to not create too much contact, and then also manipulates the ball just to stay away from getting blocked from the defender as he kind of floats it and banks it in for the layup. So we see a really good example of an athlete's ability to change pace, to change tempo as they're able to change levels and keeping their feet moving the entire time. So the ability to reposition the feet and re-accelerate from a kind of moving dynamic position is really important for athletes to be able to do.